My Lowkey Street Fighter collection. What on earth do you mean, OG? Let me explain.
Join the fight. Join the fight. With the elite older gamer shining bright.
Hello everyone, it's your elite older gamer, the OG, and a bit of a kind of little mini collection video today. Who didn't love Street Fighter 2 back in the day, by the way? If you're from the same generation as me, you know you did. You could hardly find anyone who said it was a bad game or didn't love it. And with that, over time, my love for it and appreciation for it has only grown. As you know from the channel, we play a lot of Street Fighter to this day. We play a lot online and we get involved. Capcom vs SNK 2 specifically is probably my favourite iteration of Street Fighter game ever. And in the Xbox world, we were up to rank 20 when we were at peak streaming for that. But the game slowly fell off. Look, the poster in the background shows the appreciation, doesn't it? But recently, I've started just collecting little bits now and then. Now, obviously, if you Google the Street Fighter collection, you'll find some guy online with a room full. That is not this video, right? It's more about the condition of some of the stuff that I have and kind of the reasons for it. So it's all next to me and I'm going to take you through it. First of all, collections. So online, so I can't showcase them, but digital download, we have a number of games. So Capcom vs Marvel Fighting Collection, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, both online iterations and both amazing games in their own right. And from then on, what happened was, I'll reach here and show you. As you can see, the background's quite empty. That's because a lot of the stuff is here. But it started off with this guy, okay? How many people watching this video did this guy resonate with when you were growing up? He was kind of the man, weren't he? It was just something about his storyline that resonated with everyone and was like, you can't beat a Dragon Punch. You just can't do it. Even though, in my opinion, Ken's was better. But that's just a personal one. Anyway, so it started off with this guy. And I got a few Funko Pops, predominantly for the background, and just enjoyed collecting. I didn't actually start collecting Street Fighter stuff until a number of months ago, really. I was like, you know, when you get to birthdays and Christmas and people go, what do you want for your birthday? And you're like, well, nothing. I'm an old man. Do you know what I mean? Well, what do you want? So, and then you end up with garbage. So you might as well give them a sector to go, just get me something in that. And then that's kind of how it started. So it went on from there. And then this guy was next. He's been in the background of the YouTube for ages. And those boxes, by the way, that collection, how good are those boxes? Paying homage to the original arcade there, but left him in the box. So it started with a couple of Ryu items, all right? And that's how it went on. Then you can't have a Ryu or a Ryu, whatever you want to call him, without a Ken, can ya? You know they go toe to toe, hand in hand, whatever you want to say. They are brothers in arms. So Ken was next in this collection. I might actually complete this whole collection, you know, of these, because they are awesome and they look awesome. It's just an ungodly cost. I mean, they're still £25–30 each in stores, and some of them are really rare in the UK to get, and you'll pay disgraceful prices online like eBay or whatever. I'm not doing it, so I'd rather just take my time, and if I ever see one cheap come up, you know, I'll get one. And then it went on from there, really, and I got some quite rare items. So if we go through the games first, I'll put you straight up with one of the SNES ones. Let's go with the original. I mean, look at the condition of that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? It's perfect. So Street Fighter 2, the original, Super Nintendo version, because this, when I was growing up, oh my word, it never came out, the console, hardly ever. I mean, this was just the one for me. I absolutely adored that game growing up. And as you know, from some of the skills on the channel, if you ever seen my favourite top 10 video games, it was in there. And arcade era, I was all about Street Fighter 2. And there's another SNES one, but we'll show that in a minute. So just on showcase, so that's a little Street Fighter section up top there. So that is the, you know, cartridge with it. So original SNES cartridge, I just leave that there. And then this one was certainly, look at that version. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Is that the Famicom version? But anyway, that was just for collection purposes. Bought that loose, don't have the box to that. I was like, how rare is that? Just for collection purposes, it's going in. So that had to be in there as well. And then my main, you know, generation of it. No, we'll go in timeline order. Then we've got this bad boy. I mean, this was the one, wasn't it? This was ridiculous. In the little protective boxes, these two are. I nicked that idea of retro gaming language, by the way. I know lots of people have done it, but I saw it in his one and sourced them on eBay for cheap, or Amazon, one of the two. But kept them in them boxes just to keep them in good order. But Street Fighter 2 Turbo, oh my word. I could still put that game on today. The music's legendary. The characters are legendary. The stages are legendary. You struggle to find a bad one. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable game. And it's why the franchise still goes to this day. With Street Fighter 6, by the way, which is another digital download. I've only touched that a few times. I'm slowly getting into it. A beautiful looking game, but you know, you won't see me smashing rolling heads online. We do okay, but Street Fighter 6 is on there as well. And then it kind of carried on really for the Xbox, because obviously I grew up an Xbox kid. So we have Street Fighter 2 Anniversary Collection, original Xbox, okay? Games, look at the condition of that, by the way. Amazing. That just had to be bought. No questions asked. Then, my favourite probably game ever in terms of Street Fighter iterations was Capcom versus SNK 2. The things they added to this, you know, and unfortunately I don't have the book anymore for some reason, but the disc is in there. This game, this is on that Capcom Fighting Collection. I'd play that every day, all day if I could. Unfortunately, no one's online to tangle with. It's kind of falling off because it's got no crossplay on there. But this, give me a break with this. This was just amazing. The grooves you could pick, learning those, and obviously it crosses with another game from the SNK world, the King of Fighters and stuff. And just, it's so much to do in there for a beat 'em up without being overpowering in terms of learning combos and that. That was just, I was like, oh my word, that is just amazing. So I absolutely loved that. It's probably my number one pick. On from there, that's not a game. It's a bit beat up now, but just I had to buy that at the time. Street Fighter 2 Animated, the original. 2-disc collection with the book, all that, and still in there. I used to watch that so much as a kid. It's unreal. But all that's still in the case is a little bit beat up, but all that in there is perfect condition. Street Fighter 2 animated movie. What a movie that was. Hope the new one does it justice. By the way, if you've never seen the video for that, I did a cast reveal going through all the cast and my thoughts on the upcoming Street Fighter movie. Is it going to be any good? Check that video out if you want to. On from there, little kind of picks, and some of these are just simply because, hey, I saw them at the time, and we're on to the last few now, and I was like, whether I play them or not, I'm going to get them just for the collection purposes. So first off the bat was Street Fighter 4. Okay, got a review on the channel actually about this game. Okay, in 2025, a review. People are still online on this game. Are you kidding me? No, I am not. All on there. That one's in perfect condition, but people still play that online. I couldn't believe it. Crossplay. You did it in 2008-9, Capcom. Why can't you do it in 25? Too tight with them costs. But anyway, that is an amazing game. That's when Street Fighter went up to another level. Mind you, Street Fighter 3 Alpha Upper. Come on, that as well. They're all amazing, aren't they? But anyway, on from there. Again, just an upgraded version of it, predominantly for collection purposes. And look at this. Would you believe it? The only reason, so that's Super Street Fighter 4, right? And it's empty. And the only reason it's empty, well, that's that way around, isn't it? It's because the disc is in the Xbox, right? So that's how much I love these franchises. The disc is in there. That's the only reason it isn't in there right now. On from there, never really played this, in all honesty. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Again, I've got the collection now anyway, so it'd fall in there, but never really played this a lot. It was just respect for the franchise. You know, anything Street Fighter I started picking up, and I was like, that's going in the collection. And then finally, one that I really didn't like, to be honest, but again, same again, Marvel vs. Capcom Xbox One, Infinite. I did not like that game. I had a few goes and I was like, this is clunky as hell. I might be wrong on that. Maybe I should have gave it more time with more patience, but that for me, nah, not feeling that. But anyway, respect for the franchise, it's in there. And as you can see, that's why the background's empty, because loads of this is on display all the time. So I just thought I'd do a video on it to say Street Fighter, loved it. Look at the logo of the channel, it's got Ryu and Ken in it. So Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat for me growing up were amazing. So my channel logo has them in here, you know, along with Rambo. But also, if you ever see me go into GOD mode, for those subscribers who've seen those videos, it's paying homage to Rambo and Ryu, both together with the red headband. Check some of them videos out. I'll go into beast mode when I put that on. But yeah, it's just to say, Street Fighter 2, what a game. What a game, what a franchise. We'll continue to play it. Probably going to start to, you've seen some of the streams for Street Fighter 6. I'm slowly getting into that a bit more now. Really enjoying it. It's difficult when you join a game 2 years late to the party and all these new characters are thrown at you and you're like, oh my word, I'm so behind the curve. It's really hard to pick back up, even if you're a decent player. But still enjoy playing it overall. I'm picking my main man, Ryu, because the dude's just the man. End of. Never remove him from the franchise. Like Sub-Zero and Scorpion in Mortal Kombat, you can't remove them. That's why the logo's full of these guys. So I'm absolutely in my element with this. That is my Lowkey Street Fighter 2 collection. Maybe in a year or two, I'll do another one because it's going to continue to grow, continue to upgrade. But it was mainly to say some of the condition of these, you know, you don't find very often. And some of these, like, you know, random things like this, not everybody will own. That's my timer to say you're out of here, you got a meeting. Anyway, take care. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.